Good evening. This is Doug McCall with update number 2 from Module 2 of my dissertation journey as I'm working on it. I would like to begin by thanking again my committee members, Dr. Campbell, Dr. Dunn, and Dr. Reagan. And for this week, updating in Module 2, Chapter 4, I have reviewed Section 1, 2, 3, and actually all sections, but Section 1 is the introduction and the purpose of the study and describes pretty much the research methodology and questions. It appears to be somewhat repetitive, but I intend to discuss in Section 1 how things are going so far with the study. Section 2, which summarizes the characteristics and demographics, and under Dr. Campbell's advice, I have demographics, I have quantitative analysis questions, and also qualitative analysis questions. So I'm looking forward to weaving those in there as well. And Section 3 of Chapter 4 will discuss the actual procedures and flag anything that is different than the original proposed for Chapter 3. So far, there is nothing different. And I'm keenly aware that if there is something of major difference and consequence, I'll probably need to go back to the IRB and flag that and discuss that with them. Under Chapter 4, the Section 4 talks about the results, while the analysis of each one of the questions, the data is being done. I can proactively go ahead and set up the structure to be able to input the data because we need to take each one of the questions, framework it, and make it appropriate for the study as to what we're learning. And in Section 5, the summary of the data can be set up structurally, but it, of course, cannot be completed without the actual study results from the surveys. A little bit of an update this morning, Monday, June 6th at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. I met with Lucy Ward, who is one of the directors of PMI.org nationally, and we talked about the review of the invitation, the requirements for clarity, the permission I got, and my concern that getting enough respondents might be an issue, but it turned out that that was actually pretty good because Ms. Ward advised the permission can spread beyond Region 2, of which I'm a member and a leader in Region 2, and can be posted on the PMI WhatsApp to reach more participants. And in fact, Ms. Ward is checking with her PMI.org colleagues to determine additional places connected to PMI that my research study information and the research question link can be posted. So that's good news. I'm very happy about that. I did review the JotForm site for the survey, updated the form with the submit functionality, and looked at some other things that for the analytics and published the survey with the form link created, and also tested the link to ensure that the information flows back with the submission. And so far it's working well. I plan on doing a couple of additional tests to just make sure it's riding well within the system. So in summary, I would say I had a review of the Aqua Chapter 4 completely, went through every line, every requirement in it, reviewed the structure. I began putting it together, determined how much pre-writing can be achieved and where it cannot be achieved yet without the actual study results. I'm going to have that set up to where it'll be a little bit easier, if you will, to put it in place. Met with PMI.org leader. That meeting went well, better than I had even expected, and she seemed to be truly pleased with the study that I'm doing, the research. So I'm looking forward to some help there. JotForm work, published the survey, ran some tests to ensure that the submit button is operating in JotForm site correctly. So with that, that pretty much wraps up in 4 minutes and 45 seconds my update for Module 2. Thank you and have a quality day.